In this video resource, we'll be talking about forming and maintaining alumni associations. To begin, we'll start by talking about what an alumni association is. These groups are an extension of the chapter or provisional chapter and stand alone. They are also separate from chapter councils in that they do not provide direct support to the undergraduate officers of the chapter. Alumni associations have two main purposes. The first is to provide support with events and fundraisers, and the second is to provide activities and events that support lifetime involvement in Alpha Sigma Phi. Should you wish to start an alumni association, you'll first need to identify brothers to serve in the following positions: president, treasurer and secretary, and a decade representative, one for each decade that the chapter has been in operation. Additional roles can be added as needed, but they are not required when first forming an association. Once identified, these officers will work together to submit a constitution and bylaws to Alpha Sigma Phi headquarters. Template documents are available by request. Once submitted, the officers will have an initial call with a member of the alumni engagement team. During that initial conference call with a member of the alumni engagement staff, the appointed officers of the Alumni Association will begin planning for their first event. This is important because the momentum from creating an alumni association can drive success with events. Important event times can be around homecoming, a chapter anniversary, or Alpha Sigma Phi's Founders Day. If you're interested in more information about event planning, you can check out our video resource on planning alumni events. Each alumni association is required to submit an annual report by April 15th. The report is available online and is circulated to each alumni association officer once formed. There are three main sections in the annual report. The first is focused on alumni association operations. In this section, associations will gain points for meetings that they've held throughout the year, communications that have gone out to alumni, and any relevant updates made to alumni contact information. The second section involves events. As we mentioned earlier, events are a backbone of the work of an alumni association. For the annual report, you will submit a list of all events with dates, photos, and attendance numbers. In addition, points will also be awarded for an event held in conjunction with the undergraduate men. The final section is focused on fundraising. Alumni associations are awarded points for any endowment donations that are collected throughout the year. All other donations, including those made directly to the chapter or for housing, are only counted in the event of a tie. There is an optional fourth section in which the Alumni Association can provide feedback on the resources offered by Alpha Sigma Phi and provide their own suggestions for how we can best support alumni associations during the next academic year. Of the 75 possible points, that alumni association which performs the highest will be awarded Alumni Association of the Year during the Grand Chapter or Elevate Cardinal and Stone Awards Banquet. In addition, prizes are awarded to chapter endowments for Alumni Association performance. Alumni Association of the Year is awarded $1,000, while those in second through fifth place are awarded $250 each. In order to maintain recognition, an alumni association is required to score above 20 points on the annual report. Again, 75 points are possible. Should an association score below 20 points for 2 consecutive years, recognition will be lost and the process will need to begin from the starting point. Staff support is always available to brainstorm events and send out communications to alumni in order to ensure success year after year. For a recognized alumni association, there are a number of benefits. The first is a vote during Grand Chapter annual meetings or mail votes, much as an undergraduate chapter has a vote. We are also able to provide an updated alumni directory and update any contact information that you find throughout the year. Alpha Sigma Phi is also able to provide fundraising assistance for the chapter's endowment. And in 2020, alumni associations are eligible for up to $500 in grant money to support events commemorating Alpha Sigma Phi's 175th anniversary. Alumni associations are also covered under the fraternity's liability insurance. More information on this can be found in the volunteer handbook. And finally, each alumni association is partnered with a dedicated staff member who will provide ongoing support throughout the year. If you're interested in starting an alumni association or simply have questions about an existing alumni association, feel free to reach out at tbtm@alphasigmaphi.org or by calling our office and asking to speak with an alumni engagement team member. Thank you for your attention during this video resource, and as always, Alpha Sigma Phi is here to help if you have any questions.